What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Empires 4 action, spawning in the top of the map in the blue color, playing as the Rus, one of the strongest Age of players of all time, in my humble opinion. King of Age of Empires Online, meta developer of Age of Mythology, and second place finisher in the first Age of Empires 4 tournament Genesis. His name is TheMista. His opponent today in the red color, playing also as the Rus, one of the strongest strongest Age of Mythology players ever, recently taking a series off of Mista in said Age of Mythology game. His name is IamMagic. We have Canada, we have Greece, we have Age of Mythology represent in the round of 8 for the Steel Series Cup. Winner of this game does go on to the semifinals, and I believe that means that they're in the money. So this game here is potentially worth, I think, $1,500. I'm not going to turn the score on because I don't want you guys to know anything about where these guys are currently situated in the game, and you can all be confused when they surrender. So, Mista opening up immediately with double scouts. He's going to be going in, trying to take down some of the enemy huntables here. And we are seeing the scouts coming in already, almost taking one in there. And now you're basically just sitting it and it's targeting each other. This is going to be a difficult situation for Magic to be in, because Magic has only got access to one scout. No, he has two scouts. He's bringing his other scout in, and he's going to be able to turn around, take this fight very easily here. He takes down one deer. He's going to be able to take down the next deer. And there is kind of nothing that that Mista can do here now with this one scout. He's going to be claiming a couple of these goat or sheep and then getting away, as now Magic's going to be moving on to the next portion of the map. Mista still walking around, checking everything that he needs to see. He has got 3 scouts out right now. So it looks as if Mista has also built another scout out of his hunting cabin here. Now he's already up to 277 gold. Magic's at 299 gold. So at this point, it's very, very close by a slight edge to Magic. He's got his third scout out as well. He has spotted his hunt down the bottom, but I don't think he ended up killing it here. And now the race to the second age begins. Get to the second age, get professional scouts, get all of your hunt in a very safe position where it's not going to get targeted down, and essentially skip the early game. We're moving straight into the mid game, ladies and gentlemen, because there's going to be nothing that these players can do to target each other. It's the big reason we have issues with professional scouts in the first place. Anyways, we do have the Boit infantry getting taken in. There's an extra 25 gold for Magic. And I don't know where to click on these guys to see the bounty system here. Maybe it's here? Nope, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Anyways, both players getting up their golden gate. We see 5 villagers on the golden gate for Mista and 6 villagers on the golden gate for Magic. Obviously, getting to the second age feels fairly important here, just to make sure that you can, just to make sure you can get professional scouts out as fast as possible. And at this point, it's looking like Magic and Mista are just a little bit shy of that 275 gold that they would have actually liked to have here. Mista is actually housed at this point. We'll have to throw down a house. And he's actually supply blocked. Mista is actually supply blocked in a $20,000 tournament. That's unfortunate there. Magic, on the other hand, pumping ahead, 22 villagers out. He has had idle villagers now onto the golden gate. He has gotten another scout out and 368 gold for Magic. Mista also getting out his own professional scouts as well. And going to be starting to pick up those animals, bring them back in. They're just going to be, scouts just going to be running around looking for stuff to do. But honestly, not much to be had here. He's going to try and take down the wolf here, as maybe Magic's going to attempt to snipe this one. The question is, how many scouts does it take to kill a bitey wolf? Whoever targets this next, actually, we do see one target there. And Magic going to turn around and does steal that one away from Mista there. 25 gold for Magic and 0 gold TheMista, as we are now seeing the hunting cabin almost getting that professional scouts, dropping off some more goat over here and making his way up onto this location. He does still have this location to come over here and grab as well. And same for Mr. Mr. is going to be opting to steal his opponent's deer instead of going for his own deer, which might be a good idea. We'll see if it's going to happen or not. And we are exactly seeing the same thing here for Magic. Mr. now throwing up a wooden fortress. This is very, very defensive here by Mr. at this point. And I think maybe too defensive as well. It is not a cheap building by any stretch. It's 175 wood, and he's throwing that down just to make sure he's not going to get any sort of shenaniganry happening to him, any sort of shenanigans happening to him in this game. So, tower's up. Mr's safe. He's happy. Mr's grabbing these deer carcasses, bringing them back home. Magic's bringing these deer carcasses, bringing them back home. No interaction to be had here whatsoever. There's more scouts coming out for Magic, going to grab more deer carcasses. And essentially, whoever does this the fastest gets the most out of it. And it's going to be very, very even here, as we do see Mr's got 4 scouts. 5 scouts now. He's still picking up some of his own deer carcass. Magic's got 6 scouts. So he's going to get just a few more. And you can click these already. You can shift queue these. So you can just do it. Not have to do all too much. Going to be dropping those huntables off. Might want to consider moving off of his... He might already be off of his deer, off of his sheep. But he should get onto those deer fairly soon. And the question is, survival techniques or no survival techniques? We do see a wooden fortress up here for Magic as well, so it makes a lot of sense that maybe these guys have played this matchup quite a bit and are aware of some of the things that might happen here. So making sure that no scout dives onto the wood line as possible, for example, and completely fine here is more of these deer carcasses are being dropped over here. He is stealing more of these ones over here. We just see Mr. has grabbed all 5 of those there, as Magic going to move in and take the remaining 2 from this location. There are still 3 carcasses left over here that Mr. has left. So we'll see if he's going to grab those or not. But at this point, still feels fairly equal. Third age is going to be coming through for Magic right now. Mr. on the other hand is a little bit behind him, though I'm not sure it's going to matter too much. There is the Abbey of the Trinity. Still very, very close here in terms of tech. Both players doing the exact same strategy here in this game. There is no differences. I'm surprised to see Mr. not rebuilding his lumber camps. This is something he's known for in Age of Empires Online. It's something that was very, very strong, but he's not doing it here. And it does look like... I mean, the wooden fortress actually also gives a boost to these, so maybe that's why he doesn't rebuild them, whereas Magic is, and his wooden fortress is on top of both of these locations here. So they're obviously both getting boosted. So a little bit of extra wood here for Magic. And the question is, when do you start putting up those archery ranges? And also, Magic hasn't come over here and checked this yet. So he doesn't realize there's still some animal carcasses to be grabbed for himself. So maybe Mr. is actually in a slight lead here, dare I say. We are seeing triple archery range getting thrown down by Mr. He's got his Abbey of the Trinity immediately building the Warrior Monk here. And we also see the Abbey of the Trinity finishing for Magic, who's going to get his own Warrior Monk. So the question here is, who gets the 5th relic? Both players probably going to get 2 relics apiece. Who's going to get their 3rd relic? Because they're both getting out a Warrior Monk at exactly the same time. So that's going to be what matters here. As we do see over here on this location, the scouts distracting each other over here, just making sure he's going to check out that relic, see where the Warrior Monk's going to be going for Magic. He is queued up to come down and take this relic first. Mr. is currently housed yet again, having the housing crisis. He's been watching too much Chrono JJ. That's a bit of a niche reference, I guess. But anyways, the Warrior Monks coming in. We'll pick up the relic fairly soon. And we will also be seeing Magic do exactly the same thing. He's moving forward, going to be grabbing the forward relic on this location. So Mr. grabs this, or Magic grabs this one, and then comes back. Maybe he's okay. We do see the scouts over here on this location as the Warrior Monk is going to be moving forward. I have a random idea here for Mr. is to grab this relic, drop it off over here, away from where Magic is, and then pick this relic up. And then he's going to be able to put that relic in a spot where Magic doesn't know it's there and be okay. But he's not going for that. It's a little bit meta, a little bit maybe in the future we might see something like that here. But now we are seeing the scouts moving forward, just going to be checking out what his opponent's doing. There's not going to be any surprises here. It's basically just pure horse archer. This is what happens when you have... Oh, we're seeing the town center dive here by Magic. He's coming in. He's grabbing a bunch of those animal carcasses and will be getting out of here with them, though maybe going to lose one. Does drop this, but going to immediately turn around, pick that up again, and he does manage to get out of here with these scouts' lives and 3 animal carcasses, 3 deers there to bring back to his home base. So he's going to be living the dream there, as 1 relic has been grabbed for Magic, being a little bit slow to get this warrior monk going at this point. Needs to be going basically now, as we are seeing the warrior monk coming over to grab Mista's relic on this location here. Do we see 2 warrior monks out? No, we don't. This one over here, we don't see anything. There is a sacred site getting grabbed right now as the warrior monk moving forward for Mista, and it's looking like Mista is going to be in the advantage for this game. He's going to have the 3 relics. Magic should be simply just sending his warrior monk over the other side. He might try and snipe the monk, though. No, he's just got all of the horse archers just going after those enemy units there. As the... warrior monk will get away with that 3rd relic. Mista living the dream here. He's going to be looking to now secure sacred sites, giving himself a little bit more gold. And the question really now is, where do you put that gold income that you got? Magic's got a lot. He's got 2 relics in the Abbey of Trinity. Magic's got 2 relics in the Abbey of the Trinity. What do you spend the resources on? Do you get your economic upgrades? Do you get your armory upgrades? See what these guys are going to be doing. Nice micro here from Magic. Going to be shooting, scooting away from this. But the problem with this is he's shooting, scooting onto scouts, and he has managed to pick off all the scouts. But now he's ready to start turning around and get some big damage done. This warrior monk is going to be tanking a lot here. Magic is at 55 population. Mista is at 59 population. So it's still very close, but a slight advantage for Magic as he's now sitting on the sacred site, going to be healing up his units back up to full HP, still just pumping out nothing but horse archers here, doing everything he can. What's he got? 1, 2, 3 archery ranges. Mista on the other hand, 4 archery ranges, so a little bit more production, a little bit more resources to spend, but Mista is running out of those deer carcasses that he's had. He's going to have to move over here onto the berries. There are boars on the map, and you can come and kill these boars. Killing the boars is actually quite important for both players because they are the Rus, and Rus killing a boar is equal to gold, so, and also equal to more bounty that you can get. We are seeing some nice snipes there from Magic there. He's trying to get some kills. He almost loses the warrior monk, but still very much alive, and he is going to hold on to this sacred site for the time being. Meanwhile, Mista's grabbing this sacred site, no problems there, and he is sitting over here with a couple of horse archers just chilling, making sure he can see what's going on. And now it's 1 sacred site apiece, back to a slight advantage for Mista on the gold income. And we're going to be seeing Magic moving up to the top side of the map as the warrior monk is going to be retreating away. And honestly, at this point, you got to ask the question, who has an advantage right now? Magic, 73 pop. Mista, 76 pop. It's incredibly equal here. There is no way forward here for either players. They're taking slight advantage on the sacred sites, trying to get their economy going, just continuously pumping units out. There's no real micro that goes into like a horse archer battle apart from trying to make sure that you don't overshoot. I remember they've got 85 HP, they deal 14 damage, so you're going to overshoot quite a lot here. A nice fight thus far by Magic. Definitely good trade there, trading a couple of horse archers for a couple of scouts there, and he has managed to kick Mista off of this sacred site, but Mista can now just move around, take Magic off of this sacred site, no problem. In fact, he's just going to send a single horse archer in here to do that, and now Magic is going to get his own sacred site back here. The gold income is slowly ticking up here for both players. And how are the armory upgrades looking for these players? Still 0-0s and 0-1 here, as Magic has invested into his Pierce defense to keep those horse archers alive for just a little bit. Going to make the damage of Mista's horse archers only do 13, whereas Magic is going to be dealing 14. So a big advantage on the armory, but obviously the numbers here look just a touch stronger here, 38 to 28 for Mista Magic respectively. And at this point, Mister's all on the berries. Magic moving forward, chucking down the wooden fortress. Not going after the boars is still a big question mark for me, because the boars, they're 3,000 food. That's a lot of food to be had, and he's not going after him. We are seeing the fight here as Magic is going to try and push in. He does send in his scouts. They're going to be tanking a nice amount of damage here. But right now, it's really looking as if Mister's army is just that slight bit stronger. Nice micro from Mister. He's managing to split up his horse archers beautifully. And Magic gets completely pushed back. Mister's 83 pop. Magic is 67 pop, and he's going to have to retreat out of here. The problem right now, Mister has a big advantage. But the problem right now for Mister is how does he make any sort of push here? There's a wooden fortress on this location. He can jump into this. What does he do? He's got some sort of advantage now. So does he get a second town center out right now? Does he go Imperial Age? Does he try and push with Rams? That's all of the questions that Mister has to answer. Whereas Magic, he's still just saying, well, I got to keep building my horse archers, keep going ahead in this game. It looks as if it looks as if Mister has been using his gold very, very nicely. I don't see a market up anywhere, so he has been buying stuff. So he's possibly been just buying food and wood as this game has been going on from his golden gate, giving himself a good position to be in. And we are seeing these horse archers just running straight past here. He will be losing a couple of these to the wooden fortress, but doesn't matter. He's kicked off the food for a little bit. We are seeing some raids coming in onto this location. A beautiful raid by Magic as he's realizing he's got to figure out a way back into this game. Picking off 4 villages is definitely a starting point here. And he's also over here on this location. Mister is not paying attention. He is losing so many villages to 5 horse archers. Look at all the dead villages from Mister. What a raid there by Magic as Mister is finally coming over with his horse archers, but Mister is absolutely destroyed there. Magic's at 54 villages here. Mister is at 36 villages. Magic just needs to get a critical mass of units out, and he's going to be fine here in this game. He's getting himself out a mangonel. That was so big for Magic. We'll see if he can press the advantage, find some way forward here as these villagers over here are just about to finish up on the berries. Mister is going to need wood to build farms here very, very shortly. Finishing up on the berries. Maybe he can push forward and get the ball. I don't know, but Mister is in a very, very difficult position here. Magic, on the other hand, he's still got these berries in the middle of the map here. We will be seeing the horse archers coming in, going to be denying this sacred site as Magic is denying this sacred site here. And at this point, what really can Mister do? He has to sort of go for some sort of all-in raid and pick off 20 villages of Magic to catch back up on economy. Magic is not a player who's just going to allow that to happen. And the mangonels are out in the stealth forest here as they get a huge splash damage onto this location here. Unfortunately, only 2 volleys there as Mister is too quick to retreat back. And that could have been absolutely devastating had we seen 2 volleys there onto these horse archers. And now Magic is going to be Mister is going to be going into spread formation as he's got 2 separate raiding parties coming in, going to be hitting Magic's wood line right now. We'll see how fast Magic's going to be able to react to this one just yet, as the horse archers are all simply just running in here, still not reacting. The units are going to start getting taken down. So many villager kills here. The villagers do run immediately, though, into their wooden fortresses as Magic is now going to say, well, I can see you're over here. Time to push forward. So many villagers on this wood line. We do see Mister is going to be making a run for it. He doesn't have wheelbarrows, so these villagers do run very, very slowly here as the siege is rolling in for Magic. We don't see any springles out just yet for Mister, so there's no real answer to the mangonels apart from potentially scouts here. Nice split micro here from Mister to try and dodge all of the mangonel shots, and we'll see how this is going to go. More of these horse archers are coming in. So many dead horse archers here. We see villagers getting pulled from their wood line, coming over here, going to attempt to take down these mangonels, but Magic's focusing them down here, and Mister says, I got to retreat. He's lost all of those villagers goes there yet again. Mr. is down to 22 villagers in this game. The horse archers are all getting absolutely totaled here by Magic's Mangonel timing push. After that raid, so strong, Mr.'s got nothing left here. Magic is so far ahead in this game right now after such a critical fight from Mr. And Mr. taps out. GG, well played by Magic here. Absolutely dominating after that misstep early, the crazy raid that Mr. did not notice. And Magic takes game number 1 here in this crazy series we're about to be witnessing here. Ross versus Rus goes the way of Magic. My golly gosh, ladies and gentlemen, Magic is insane. My God. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and we'll get into the next game very, very shortly.